Hello friends, welcome here at TNV Academy. In this chapter, we will discuss determining and evaluating audit program risk and opportunities. Clause 5.3 of ISO 19011-2018. Here, we will cover the requirements of the clause 5.3, which includes the requirement of the ISO 19011-2018. Now, we will discuss the small introduction about this chapter. As we have defined in previous session, chapter 5 and clause 5.1 in deep, as audit program is the tool for planning, directing and controlling the audit work. Here in this clause chapter, we will assess and decide the risk and opportunities which may arise during the execution of audit program. Now, there is a question. What does risk and opportunities means? Risk, a potential problem or threat that could affect the program's ability to meet its performance, cost, schedule, financial or other objectives. Opportunities, a potential enhancement or positive impact that could improve the program's ability to meet its performance, cost, schedule, financial or other objectives. Here is the requirement of the clause 5.3 of the ISO 19011-2018 standard. Clause 5.3. Determining and evaluating audit program risk and opportunities. Certification body have to assess and decide the risk and opportunities related to the activity of auditee that are connected with the audit program and that can affect the result of the objective. The audit manager has to point out and be available at the client audit location and also have to think about the risk and opportunities associated with the audit program while developing the audit program and resources requirement. There are risks associated with the following elements of the audit program. First, planning stage. There is risk which exists in the planning stage and audit manager has to identify this. Example, failure to identify the audit objective and decide the number of location from organization operations, duration and schedule of audit. Second, resources identification stage. There may be risk which exist in the resource identification and audit manager has to identify this to conduct the effective audit. Example, may require excess time duration for audit, equipment and training required to do audit. Example, may require excess time duration for audit, equipment and training required to do audit and equipment such as safety kits and other resources. Third, selection of the audit team. There may be risk on selection of competent team for audit, like required expertise in the particular section, but audit team have not relevant knowledge about the particular sector and process. Example, certification body has decided team for ISO 9001-2015, audit for pharmaceutical formulation scope, but auditor does not have knowledge for formulation of pharmaceutical medicines, so that auditor and team is not competent for the audit of that particular sector. Fourth, communication. There is a risk in the communication between the auditee. Example, communication between auditor and auditee. Auditee only know their traditional language, Gujarati, and auditor knows Hindi and English only. This is also a risk. So, certification body have to select audit team as per the language of auditee. Fifth, implementation. There is a risk in the coordination and cooperation of client and auditor. Example, audit is conducted in any company, but auditee is not giving the proper reply of auditor. They are not providing the documents which auditor asks and not cooperating in audit. Sixth, control of documented information. There is also some risk in the documented information. Example, auditor asks from auditee for the non-mandatory documents. This is also a risk. Sixth, monitoring, reviewing and improving the audit program. Example, ineffectual monitoring of audit program results. Opportunities for the improvement of audit program. First, to conduct the multiple management system audits in a one visit, and that audit is known as integrated management system audit. Second, may minimize the time duration and distance for traveling at the site of audit. Third, suitability of audit dates as per the auditee important members availability. Let's take an example how to write non-conformities against subclause 5.3 of ISO 19011-2018. Standard requirements. There are risks and opportunities related to the context of the auditee that can be associated with an audit program and can affect the achievement of its objectives. Selection of the audit team, for example, insufficient overall competence to conduct audit effectively. Non-conformity, minor. During the report review of ABC Private Company, it was found that ABC Private Limited is involved in the field of designing and construction of building and civil construction work. However, the auditor does not have any experience in the field of construction industry. Now, we will talk what common mistakes auditor do while auditing clause 5.3. First, auditor may mistake to assign the required sufficient time duration for on-site audit visit of construction industry. 2. Auditor may miss to add the resources required for the audit of that sector. 3. Auditor starts expecting documents and records in clause where this may not be mandatory. Dear friends, we have now come to the conclusion of this training session. See you soon with an exciting new topic. Till then, goodbye.